what's going on, guys? So this is a resume of this video you guys are about to watch. I'm gonna show you guys how to pip very quickly, how to farm shards most ideally, and I'm gonna show you guys how to actually make the most amount of points in the least amount of time. All those three together, okay? So you're gonna be doing all those three at the same time, and I'm gonna show you how to do that optimally and most ideally how to do it. So for the guy, I'm gonna put the resume like on topics on the comments. I'm gonna fixate the comments on the comment section. So if you guys that just want to like get to the response right away, just check the comments and I'll have there like 1, 2, 3, everything by points, the crucial points. And in this video right now, I'm gonna go over and explain everything. Okay. But if you want the full explanation, watch the full video. If you just want to like overview, then check the comments. So yeah, guys, enjoy the video, and I hope this will be very useful for you guys. Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome to another video. So in this video, I'm gonna teach you guys something that I am asked a lot, which is how I get so many blood points, how to most efficiently get the most amount of blood points in the least amount of time. So let's just go over it. Real quick. First thing you want to do, of course, when you start the game, obviously play as killer. Point number one, because killer get way more points than survivor and a lot easier as well. You have more chances of farming points as well if you want as killer than you do as survivor. Now, first thing you want to do when you get into a match, I'll go over the build in a second. But first thing you want to do when you go inside a match is really secure the win. That's really the first thing you should be worrying. Not worry about points, but worry first about securing the win, getting control of the game. That's the first thing you should do. I'm playing Freddy here simply because I have a daily, I believe, which is something you can do a lot. Also, if you want to maximize your points, do dailies and challenges as well. But ideally, you should play the killer you're best at. So I don't know if you can play Nurse, for example, which is the best killer in the game, then go with that killer for getting most points. Because getting the win is really what's gonna bring you the most amount of points. It's not so much, farming and using perks like that increase your like distressing, for example, that increase your point gain. You don't need those. Winning, getting the 4K, winning is really what's gonna give you the most amount of points. Not just that, but the enough control that you'll be able to farm the points that you want so that you won't even need those perks to begin with. So, got the first chase here. First look, the game just started. So now we're gonna, like I said, you're still worrying about securing the win. You're not worrying about points at this time. Also, you want to do is win the match as fast as possible because you don't want to get 32k points, but it takes you 30 minutes, a 30-minute match to get 32k points. That's not optimal. Yes, you got 32k points, but it took you 30 minutes to do that. So you still gotta take time in the get the time factor in. Not just how many points you're doing, but how many points are you doing, and in how much time are you taking to get those points. So right here, I can clearly see they're going for the save. So I'm not gonna let that happen because again, we need to secure the win. And the best thing we can do so right now, especially at the start of the game, is to get someone out of the game as soon as possible. That's going to make it a 3v1, especially with like 4 gens like it is right now. Is really essentially a game changer. It's really hard. You're gonna not 4K after that point. So this is what we're doing. You see, I'm setting up the traps so that it gives me a warning if they try to rush in for the save. So she's already on struggle. I'm looking for the second person because as soon as I injured that Adam, obviously someone else would come for the save. So I was looking for that guy, and I did found him. I could hear it also Adam. So I knew he was close by and he would probably attempt to go for the save as he did. So I downed him, and now is really, really like game over at this point. Like he slugged right under the hook. She's about to die. Like the other guy that is already injured, so if he comes for the save, he's a one shot. So I'm just looking right now for the fourth person, which is the one that's not injured, which is likely the one that's gonna come for the save. As you can tell, she's already here. So I'm really just anticipating all their moves here, as you can tell. And but you don't want to kill everyone like this because, like I said, we're playing for points as well. So we want to trade hooks as much as possible. Like we want to rehook people as much as we can. But we still want to follow the overall strategy so that we can secure the win. As fast as possible. Remember, the time is a factor here on doing this optimally. So I'm gonna go for the mag because she's the one that's deaf on hook. And the other's already down, already slugged. So the fourth person is not going to be doing gens. She's going to be healing them. So it means I have all the time in the world right now. to worry only about this mag. And just like that, I got 2 hooks and 1% is out of the game. So that's pretty much GG at this point. Like, there's really hard that I'm not gonna 4K at this point, regardless of how bad I play. Well, you know, not 100%, but you know, I can still make plenty of mistakes here and still not lose simply because of how strong strategically the scenario is with a 3v1 right now. I still have pop and everything. So already going for my second chase right here. I can't play around this pallet, so I'm gonna break it. Now as far as the build a little bit, you always want to use offerings, of course. Use offerings for points. Any offering really. It's not that hard to find the blood web as well. Always buy them when you have the chance, especially the puddings, which are gonna give you the most benefit, or you know, party streamers, but mostly puddings. Those two, right? Because they give you 100% on everything. Those are gonna be your best friends here when you're trying to go for the points. The reason why I get so many points is because I don't use mores. I don't use anything like that. I use point offerings every game. So obviously, if you do that, you're gonna be getting more points. Second, obviously, use barbecue and chili like you see me doing here. That's gonna also double your points because you're getting 100% more. And the rest is really just more meta perks, so to speak. So I can hold the gens and everything and have a better chance of securing the win. Like I told you, not using distressing or any of that shit. We're just using perks that are actually gonna help you 4K the game or just control the game in general. With little effort. Like right now we're not gonna camp. We're not gonna tunnel. Because again, we're still playing for points here. So we're already secured the game. Like it's 3v1. There's very little they can do right now. So our goal here right now is really just to keep trading hooks as much as possible. Like re-hooking everyone over and over again as fast as we can. So that we can maximize that category for the hooking. Ideally, is even if you tunnel the first person, ideally it's good if you can hook them 3 times. But you will see it won't matter that much because we still hooked the mag 2 times. Even though she went to struggle right away, which is still, you know, pretty acceptable. Very good, as you will see at the end here with the points. So again, just really go now. At this point, is a 3v1. Like, you know, they're not gonna win. So we're essentially just trading hooks, going chase after chase, chasing different people, and getting hits. So we get our category for hits on the points there, as well as using our ability. Now I'm not using you. Depending on the killer you're using, you can definitely play around with this a little better. But you right here, I might make a video for that. If you guys want to make me want me to make a video regarding that, let me know when I'll make a part 2 of this, and I'll teach you how to farm like specific categories, like the chase category, the hit category, and things like that. But right here, I'm not. This is a good example because it shows I'm not really actually trying to farm the particular categories. I'm just playing normally, and you will see it's still going to be very effective in terms of getting points. So you can still, you know, take it up a notch if you want and farm the categories as well. But remember, the reason why I'm not doing this is because I want to show you guys the time factor. Because you're going to get a lot of points, but you want to get a lot of points in the least amount of time possible. It's not about playing a 30-minute match to get 32k points. It's about, I don't know, getting 10k points for a 2-minute match. You know what I mean? That's good. That's where the magic happens here. So I think I covered everything about the build, right? You guys are familiar. Just use meta perks like Corrupt Intervention, Pop goes the Weasel. Things are gonna help you stop the gens and get the win, get the 4k. Perks are gonna help you get the 4k the most. And barbecue and chili is the only exception because you're using that solely for the points, obviously. But everything else should be really meta focused, including the killer of choice. Should be meta focused so that you can always get those 4Ks consistently. So right here I'm trying to just keep chasing people. And as we were doing this, we were chasing, like, just keep trading hooks and chasing people one after the other. We're building 3 of our categories: the power category, which is the deviousness. We're building the hits because we're getting 2 hits constantly every chase, and we're also building the chase category. So, you know, as well as the hook once we finally down them, right? So it's the perfect scenario. We're farming all the 4 categories at the same time. At the start of the game there, when I was killing the mag, we were not farming essentially anything. We were essentially just killing her. But you see, that's my point. You secure the game first, and then you worry about the points later. That's the most efficient way. If you just go for the points right away, you might just lose the game. I don't know, the survivor's just gonna rush the gens, and then you have no time or no chance to make those points that you want to later. You know, so it's just way better, especially when you're playing those survivor friends, that you focus on the win first and focus on the points after. And the points, you know, ironically enough, they will come as a consequence of that win. If you follow my train of thought here, so you don't have to worry so much about them. They'll come in as a consequence of you securing the game so well, like I'm doing here. Again here breaking pallets, so again get a little bit more points there. One thing you can do here that I'm not doing, you could just keep spanning. I'll do that probably towards the end, especially this is more like a Freddy thing. But you could just keep placing your snares on the floor. One thing as well, notice that I'm not using any add-ons. So I'm not just gaining a lot of points, but I'm actually not wasting any points because I'm not using add-ons. So I'm just accumulating points because you know add-ons cost you, right? So notice that as well, that I'm not using any add-ons. Using whispers. This is also why I have whispers on my build, is really to find people like this that keep hiding. So again, you're not wasting too much time because we gotta really use the time is really a factor here when you're trying to go for points. He used an insta heal here, so I'm just waiting for the fact to go away, and he's like, he's like, wait, hasn't he hit me, right? He's like processing. Why am I'm waiting to hit him, thinking that he's so smart for using that insta heal. But yeah, that's how you counter the insta heal, by the way. Just a bonus tip right there. Just wait 8 seconds. That's it. If you see the mat get gone like that, especially if they use it in front of you, when it's so obvious like that, just wait 8 seconds and hit him after, and with when the effect will be gone, and you know, easy kill. Especially if they keep running in the open like he was right there. He didn't even ran to a pallet. He was just in the open. So now, you know, now this is another point. You have two choices here. I could just kill the Atom, which would probably accelerate a little bit the ending of the game, or you can just slug him and keep looking for the final person like I'm doing right here. Now I'm confident that I can find her, you know, fast enough, especially with whispers. So I'm gonna slug him right there. But if you want to really speed up the game, you see right there, I kind of knew she was there because of whispers and everything. I was just, you know, that was really, there was no coincidence that I actually found her in the locker there. I knew, I had a feeling she was right there, especially with whispers. Whispers told me she was around that area, so I was just like thinking in my head, I bet you she's on a locker. So, and there she was. And notice that I was able to tree hook every one of them because we just kept trading like that earlier. Well, we didn't hook three times the Atom, but you'll see we still got a ton of points on our category. And this is what I mean about spamming your snares. If you can find a hatch as well, it's really good for the devious points. Right there, you can just keep spamming the snares like this, and you farm points as Freddy as well. Also, guys, obviously you want to be playing the side that has the faster matchmaking if you're trying to farm points efficiently. Like if killer usually finds in like 10 seconds, so it's a really good one. But if killer is taking like 5 minutes to find a match, then you should probably try farming on the survivor side, which I can try to making a guide on that as well. If you guys let me know in the comments if you guys want to see the same version of this video but for the survivor side. And you see right there, I almost maxed out everything, even though I was not trying to farm particularly any category. And you see I also got 2 pips for doing that, so you're still farming a lot of pips and farming a lot of shards as well, because remember, the max shards you're going to get is for a 10-minute game, and this game was only 12 minutes, okay guys? This was only 12 minutes, and I essentially got 100k points right there. If you exclude the daily, that was around like 70k, which is a really high number for a 12-minute match like that. So yeah guys, that's the video. If you guys want to see a part 2, let me know. Take care. See you guys on the next one.